right, to help us
She's
out.
gonna get things going for us. Yeah.
Exactly. We love talking with the Florida Aquarium. Debbie Stone joins us today. Good morning, Debbie. How are you?
I'm great. It's a little surreal to be talking to a computer. There's humans here. As
Well,
a lifelong educator, we live for talking with people. So I'm doing really well. And I've really missed doing a lot of the things that we do when we have large groups of people. But as you mentioned earlier, our mission hasn't changed, only our methods have. So we're getting through it. We're figuring out how to adapt to this strange new way of doing things.
Well, and we talk about relaxing and maybe taking a moment to pause. And I
mhm.
think the water and I think sea life and I think visiting the aquarium is certainly part of that and kind of just getting out of our element. So, how are you able to do that virtually these days? What is the latest?
So one of the things we try to consider is how do we make things as interactive and engaging as possible? Because we're working with a lot of youth groups. We're working with schools, we're working with scouts, and we all know a lot of the kids have been spending a lot of time in front of their computers. Nothing against technology. It's allowed us to do some things that we've needed to do since we closed the Florida Aquarium in March and reopened in May, and as schools have closed and reopened. So technology has been wonderful, but we put a lot of thought into what's the next best thing to being here. So we've done programs where we've had live Q&As, we've done programs where we've recorded things where we've had animals there, so you feel like you're kind of getting the next best thing to visiting the Florida Aquarium. But to kind of go back to that idea of our mission hasn't changed, only our methods have, we've been doing virtual programming for literally all ages. So from the very young, we had a virtual aquatots program over the summer. We had 10 episodes, actually 12. We added 2 bonus episodes for ages 3 and 4. And then we've also been doing programming for active retirees at the USF Ali Institute program. So we've been reaching all ages and all audiences to try to really help bridge that gap between you're maybe not able to come visit us, but we're going to bring the Florida Aquarium to you. And of course, we do have people visiting us every day, which is wonderful, but we recognize that there are folks that are either too far to come or that can't visit for other reasons as well.
I love watching the penguins there, by
I
the
know,
way.
I was totally
chuckling myself. Debbie, one of the things, I'm from Ohio, and one of the things that I looked forward to most was being able to take virtual, or excuse me, field trips in general. And I always say, living in Tampa Bay, students are so lucky because there's so many places they can go for field trips. Then during the pandemic, though, that has changed. How have you kind of adapted? Because I am assuming that the Florida Aquarium is one of the #1 spots when it comes to field trips.
Yeah. So we've actually been working with schools where we've been doing interactive programming, again, trying to think about what's the next best thing to being here. And what we're hoping to do is we're going to be starting to welcome back smaller groups if they're able to visit, but trying to make things as interactive as possible is the most important thing, because while we're able to record things, while we're able to do some fun things behind the scenes, that personal element is vital to us. So as we're working with schools, we're working with scouts, homeschool families, all these different audiences, we're always trying to think about how can we make it feel like you're here? Because we recognize going on a field trip, that's really fun for kids. In fact, some of my favorite memories from school are when I went to go on a field trip. So we recognize that that's missing. So we put a lot of thought into how to make it feel as much like that as we possibly can.
And certainly you talk about your mission, and it's all about conservation there. And it's wonderful to see what you guys are doing with animals that are coming in and rescue different operations. What do you want to say when it comes to conservation and making sure that families know and how they can get involved still with that?
Absolutely. So we've been doing a really wonderful job with our coral conservation program. There's a lot of other areas that we work, but we've had several breakthroughs even over this summer. And I think that's one of the most important things as people are looking at coming to visit the Florida Aquarium or virtual program. There's all this wonderful conservation work that's been continuing. In fact, not only has it not missed a beat, but it's been ramping up. So checking out our website to see what some of the newest breakthroughs are. And of course, we always say we need the help from our community to keep this important work going. So of course, we're always happy to have philanthropic support of those types of programs. But I think the most important thing to relay is that nature hasn't stopped working out there. Corals haven't stopped needing our help. And we're still continuing that vital work, even though we're in a very strange time right now.
Oh, so Debbie, where is the best place for school teachers, for parents? Where is the best place to go? Is it all on the website?
Yes, the best thing to do is go to www.flaquarium.org. And from there, you can take yourself to education. You can go to the conservation page, and it'll take you to all the places that you'll be looking for specific information. So that's definitely the best place to go to start.
Great. Debbie, thank you for being with us today.
It's been my pleasure.
Virtually.
Thanks for having me.
I know.
Absolutely.
And thank you for all you're doing for the community and for families and schools. And I mean, we know it's a tough job, but it's much appreciated. And we hope to be out there soon too.
I hope so. Come visit.
Okay. Thank you, Debbie. Of course, we'll put all that info on our website.
Wonderful. Thank you.